I'm Rory, this is Graham, and we're here to talk to you about our new album, We Have Won the Land. So the whole album is inspired by the Crofters of Assynt in Sutherland and their campaign to buy back the land from Swedish land prospectors in the early 90s in 1992. So they had several bids in 1992 and two of them were rejected, and then in February 93 they became the official landowners of the North Lochinver Estate.
It was kind of, they pretty much defied the odds. It was the first one in Scotland that actually been bought back, and I think before it had seemed a kind of impossible dream that this folk could actually own the land that they were working on. Yeah. So it was originally Rory that came with the idea for the project, with it being his local spot, and when it's someone that's as close geographically and I suppose community based, to me it made sense to work on something around this theme. It seemed exciting.
Yeah, I'd always wanted to do something about the Assynt Crofters Trust too, and we'd been working on a few albums together over the last couple of years, and they seemed like the perfect thing to write about. We thought we'd start with a writing week away, and we went up to Assynt and had a wee residential week of writing that was very nice indeed. We had great fun. We drank a lot of wine and wrote a lot of tunes in that order.
It was funny with the writing week away, there was no guarantee that was actually going to work.
No, all the tunes are brand new and the arrangements and everything, so it was quite the task. But
quite lucky in that sense that it all came together.
Yeah. As I say, I always wanted to do something about the Assynt Crofters Trust, but I thought that might be a little thing about writing a tune or something along that lines. But to do a whole album dedicated to it is great. It's certainly a well-known story at the time. Because of the donations they received internationally, and it was a huge deal in the press too. But now I think it would be nice if we reminded people a bit about it and got the word out again, so they could do their own research and see what an impact it's had.
I think almost the overarching themes of what the Crofters Trust achieved are still quite relevant as well. It's not necessarily something that's gone from modern day life. The idea of actually going, you know what, we can go and we can do that and achieve something that seems very unrealistic. The album itself kind of ran along with the timeline in a really good book by the same title, We Have Won the Land, by Dr. McCaskill, who kindly let us use the name, and we kind of used that as a starting point and direction through the whole thing. And it had lots of factual information, but some things you could be a wee bit more creative with as well, like little quotes from people that stumped. They just finished winning the land, and one of the members of the trust had stepped out and gone, who actually possesses this land? And it was that kind of thought process that I think when we were writing it, we're going, wow, there was a very human element as well as the facts and figures to it all. So it's a pretty inspiring theme all around.
Definitely. We had an amazing group of musicians on this album, and they were all our first choice really from when we planned it. So we have Anna Massey on guitar, Charlie Stewart on bass, Fraser Stone on drums and percussion, Craig Baxter on baran, and myself on piano, and I do a bit of accordion.
And our melody section was kind of married in well to that. Had Kristen Harvey doing some fiddle and string parts, Tiernan Carell on flutes and whistles, and myself a bit of fiddle and mandolin, stuff like that. And we had James Graham from Lochinver doing some Gaelic songs as well, which was a special link to it too. We
were lucky enough to get Gus Stirrat to record it and mix it in SOLAS Sounds in Glasgow.
I think Gus was the perfect link to this project because he has this knack of capturing acoustic instruments just exactly as they are. Yeah. And that kind of, it is what it is attitude kind of came from the story and into the instruments and the way that we'd written it.
So the album's been launched on the 22nd of April this year. It's going to be launched on all streaming platforms and physical albums too.
Hopefully it stands as a musical piece on its own, but the historical and informative aspect will contribute that and hopefully make it more enjoyable for folk when they end up with it.
Hopefully.